Suzie, welcome to Australia, but in many respects it's welcome home.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a laugh, Sophie and I, that it's a bit like coming to our second home. So it's nice to start off a big campaign in Adelaide where we feel really comfortable and there's a lot of friendly faces and really good facilities.
It must help, doesn't it, when you look around and it's almost like your second family watching on and supporting you. But do you think they're supporting New Zealand?
Yeah, I think this week they will be. There's no Australians around, so hopefully the Kiwi team's number one for this week, but I'm sure they'll be following the rest of the World Cup. And look, it's just nice. We've played a lot of cricket at this ground, so it's going to be good to get out there and play for New Zealand rather than the Strikers.
Well, in all seriousness, that must help around the country, mustn't it? That you actually do know so much about the conditions and, to be fair, a lot about your opposition from so much recent experience against them.
Yeah, I think having so many players playing the Big Bash and to have Maddie Green and Amelia be part of a winning team and play at a lot of the grounds that we play in this World Cup's a huge help. There's no real surprises this tournament, but I think everyone's in the same boat, and look, everyone knows a lot about each other now with all the footage and all the overseas playing in different competitions, so it's not really an advantage because everyone's in the same boat.
What's New Zealand got to do at this World Cup to take it to the next step and make it through to that final four and the final?
Yeah, I think we've just got to really be consistent with the style of cricket we play. I think with Sophie Devine leading the group and the way she goes about our cricket, that's the way we need to play and follow suit and just be really aggressive and not take a backward step.
What are your thoughts on your own form coming in?
Yeah, no, it's good. I've sort of settled into batting at number 3, which is a little bit different. So we'll see where I am in this tournament, but just wanting to contribute as many runs as I can. And sometimes that means getting Sophie on strike for a few more balls so she can hit some maximums. That's my role. But yeah, just happy to have had a few runs recently and just want to make sure firing come the first World Cup game.
March 8th, the final. Obviously, like all the 9 other teams are hoping to be there. Katie Perry's playing. What do you think that sort of moment will mean for sport and cricket?
Yeah, look, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, but it's nice to think about those moments and have dreams of being there. And look, this New Zealand side wants to be back in the finals at World Cups. We haven't been able to make the semi-finals the last 2, so that final is a huge carrot at the end of this tournament, and we know every game's going to count, and for that to potentially be sold out is going to be one of the biggest games in the history of women's cricket, so any player here wants to be part of that.
You're heading off to Perth next week. Are you sort of excited to head back there?
Yeah, a little bit. I think everyone sometimes looks at the schedule when they see Perth just with how far away it is and the time difference, but look, we know it's a really good wicket at the Wacker. Sophie's obviously played cricket there recently and I played a few years there, so we are comfortable there as well, and it's always a good cricket wicket, so that's exciting for our first game.
What's the support been like back home?
Yeah, brilliant. We had a series against South Africa just before we came over and got some really good momentum with a bit of profile, and all been televised on Sky Sport. So everyone's excited for this tournament. They follow the Big Bash closely and everyone knows who the top players are now in women's cricket, and they really get behind it.
The team's feeling good after some good T20 results against South Africa?
Yeah, really good. We didn't play that one the one days, but I think this team's, and recently the 2020 format's been what has suited us, and we've got to make sure that we take that momentum, and starting tomorrow against England, these 2 warm-up games are really important.
Is there a team we should be looking out for if you're going to make the final? Who are you going to play against?
Well, I think it would be a shame if you make the final at the MCG to not play Australia. Obviously beat them at the MCG would be nice, but yeah, I think if you're going to be the team in the final, you want it to be Australia and at home with their home crowd, and being able to compete in that sort of atmosphere would be great.
And then when you do beat them in the final, you'll be up on stage singing Firework with Katie, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be the first up there. We might invite some of the Aussies up too if they want to sing, but I'm sure if they've had a loss, they might not be that keen.
Thanks, Suzie. Cheers.
Okay.